And you guys can see, even though I went from the beginner set right to the advanced set, still very challenging. That isometric hold with the chin over the bar is going to build a lot of body awareness, getting you very used to being under tension.
I'm just killing time waiting.
I'm just killing time. This whole time. Play this at my funeral.
I fight it. I don't need no more than I already
It's easy.
got.
How many issues I'm swimming through, fishing around for the truth. This is living proof. Now I don't swim, but I...
What's going on, YouTube? You're back with the Prez. We're in Juniper Park today, and today's video I'm going to be demonstrating day one of the full new strong bodyweight blueprint that I am recently going to be releasing. If you guys paid attention to my previous post on YouTube, as well as a few stories that I was releasing on Instagram, you guys would have noticed that I've been working lately on a brand new body weight only, meaning there's no weights needed, no weight belts, no vest, nothing needed. It's a full body weight only blueprint to help you take you from literally frail to jacked. If you're already in shape, it's going to take you from in shape to being in super great shape. From literally looking like a movie star, superhero, action figure type physique, right? So I'm going to be taking you through day one of the new program. Now I titled this program, like I said, Strong, the Ultimate Bodyweight Blueprint, right? Now this whole program is going to be a total of 3 months of full training. It's going to be laid out in 3 different phases. Each phase is going to last about 4 weeks. So in the first phase of the routine, we're going to be focusing on solely isometric strength and body weight awareness. That's the routine that I'm going to be taking you today on the day one upper body routine. Now this program is laid out as a 4-day split throughout the whole 3-month period. It's going to go upper, lower, 1 day off, upper, lower, 2 days off, and repeat. So each phase is going to last 4 weeks, and each phase is going to have its own specific adaptation goals that we're going to be working towards. So like I said, the first phase is going to focus on isometric strength and max body awareness. You're going to need to be very aware of where your body is in space in order for you to progress through calisthenic movements. And like I said, you're not going to need any extra weight vest, no belts, no weights. So the progressive overload is going to be all done through body weight exercises and increasing the leverage and the intensity and the difficulty of the exercises. So without further ado, let's get right into day one, upper body, isometric strength, and max body awareness. Now also, this program is going to be for all levels, beginners, intermediates, and advanced, as I program different variations of each exercise, and I also explain progressive overload methods for each single exercise that we're going to be going through. So stay tuned, let's get it. Alright guys, getting into the routine. So like I said guys, we're going to be working upper, lower for a total of 4 workouts throughout the week, allowing for 3 full days of recovery. If your goal is muscle gain and you're training natural, you guys got to prioritize recovery. You can't train 7 days a week and expect to make progress and gains, right? So like I said, phase 1 is going to solely focus on isometric strength and being more aware of where your body is in space. So the first exercise on day 1, which is an upper body day, is going to be a handstand variation. And like I said, I'm going to be demonstrating beginner, intermediate, and advanced variation of this exercise. So I'm going to start with demonstrating the advanced variation, and since it's an isometric phase, there's not going to be much repetitions involved now, right? So everything is going to be isometric holds for time. So starting with handstands, advanced. I want you to be doing freestanding handstands, whether it's on parallel bars or a straight bar, and the goal is to accumulate all 4 sets of 30-second freestanding holds. So advanced, this is what the set should look like. So, for about maybe 13, 14 second hold on that first attempt there, and that's fine. That's how you progressively overload. Set 1 I call 15, 14 seconds. That means set 2, 3, and 4, I want to catch at least 10 to 15 seconds, resting about 2 to 3 minutes in between each set. And over time, I want to be able to increase that hold time until I can get all 4 sets of 30-second holds. being able to hold your body freestanding on parallel bars or on a straight bar is going to make you very aware of where your body is in space, right? Especially being on an elevated surface, that brings a whole new element to the exercise in itself. So that's the advanced variation. Ideally, you want to do them again on parallel bars or straight bar, freestanding, 4 sets of 30 seconds. Now, like I said, this is going to be laid out for all levels, whether you're advanced, intermediate, or a beginner. This program will take you very far. And again, all body weight, no extra weights are needed. So now if you're an intermediate, you got 2 options for your freestanding handstand holds. You can do them, like I said, freestanding, or now you can do them stomach to the wall, which is the harder variation. So freestanding, right on the floor, you guys can either do press up and hold for time, or if the press up is still too hard for you intermediates, you guys can just work on kicking up. And holding. Again, whatever you hit set 1, ideally you want to match for set 2, 3, and 4. And over the course of the 4 weeks that you're in phase 1, every time you're on day 1 of the program, the goal is to increase the hold time from the previous day 1 attempts, right? And now beginners, you guys are going to be doing back to the wall handstand holds because that's the easiest variation. Kick up, hold, and I want head through the arms here when you're holding against the wall. I want perfect form. There's no need to hold your neck extended. And beginners, once you pass that level where you get very comfortable at 4 sets of 30, back to the wall, you guys can gradually go up to stomach to the wall. Same thing for the intermediates. It's gonna look just like this. And again, work at the angle and the level that's suitable for you. And every time you're on day 1, look to make progress from the previous day 1 attempts. So the first exercise on day 1 is handstand holds. 4 sets of 30-second holds is the goal. Let's move on. All right, so after the 4 sets of handstands, we're gonna be moving on to a pull-based exercise. Now we're gonna be doing pause pull-up repetitions. This is going to be a little bit of a dynamic movement, not only isometrics, but the goal is to maintain an isometric contraction for each repetition. That's what's going to build the body awareness, that's what's going to build that time under tension and get you used to and better at the movement. So next up we have pause pull-up reps. We're going to start as a beginner with 3 sets of 3, and we're only going to go up to 3 sets of 5, whether you're intermediate or advanced. What's going to change now is the amount of time that you're holding isometrically each repetition. So we're going to start with 3 sets of 3 reps with a 5-second hold, chin over the bar, full lockout, and this is what the reps should look at. This is what the reps should look like for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So I'm going to demonstrate now a beginner set, and then I'll demonstrate an advanced set after. The only thing that's going to change is the amount of time we're holding isometrically. So, beginners, 3 by 3, building up to 3 by 5, and then you're going to start increasing the time that you're holding isometrically. So, full dead hang. We want to retract, pull, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, fully dead hang. Retract, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full dead hang, retract, pull, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, 3 sets of 3 reps as a beginner may still be challenging for you guys with a 5-second hold. You guys could lower that hold time to your level. The goal is to get an isometric contraction with the chin over the bar for at least 1 second if you're a complete beginner, building up to that 5-second hold. So 3 by 3 with a 5-second chin over the bar hold should be the ultimate goal from a beginner. And then as you start increasing your level and your skills and your strength, you can increase the hold times. Intermediate, you could go 3 sets of 4, 3 sets of 5, 5-second holds. Advanced, you could go 3 sets of 5 with a 10-second hold, chin over the bar, which, to be honest, for me, even personally, is probably going to be quite challenging. So we're going to attempt an advanced set next, and we're going to just increase the hold time from 5 seconds, maybe up to 8 to 10 seconds, depending right now. So, advanced, same technique, same form, complete dead hang, retract, hold, chin over the bar, as long as we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, retract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, retract, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, retract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, retract, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you guys can see, even though I went from the beginner set right to the advanced set, still very challenging. That isometric hold with the chin over the bar is going to build a lot of body awareness, getting you very used to being under tension with load, meaning your body weight. And the longer you can hold over time, it's going to increase your overall body weight strength. And when it comes time to adding weight with other programs, you're going to be a lot stronger. So the second exercise on the upper body day is a pause pull-up variation. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, we got levels and goals for you guys to hit. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys, moving on from our pause pull-up repetitions, we're going to continue and hit the back now. This is going to be a straight isometric, strength-based, skill-based movement, right? So the next exercise on the list is going to be an isometric front lever hold. Now, beginners, we're going to be working tuck variation, complete full tuck, and intermediate and advanced. It's going to stay as a tuck variation unless you're at that level where you can hold the full front lever for time. But to keep it pretty much more general that everybody can do it, even myself as an advanced athlete, I can still train a tucked front lever and make progress towards an actual front lever. So like I said, beginners, intermediate, and advanced is a level for all of you guys. We're going to start showing you guys the intermediate and advanced variation, which is going to be an advanced tuck variation, right, where the hips are open. So let me just explain something to you guys quick. Front lever, right? This is a beginner tuck movement. The hips are closed. Now the hips are open. In a full front lever, the body is fully extended. When you're holding a tuck, especially as a beginner variation, you're going to be bent or hinged at the hips. That is kind of counterproductive to learning a full lever. Yes, you get the back and the pull aspect of it, but the core and the glute engagement kind of neglected in that variation because, again, you're keeping your hips closed and your knees close to the body. You're going to build the back and the pulling strength, but that full front lever strength is going to be more touched on when we get to that intermediate and advanced variation. So, intermediate and advanced, the goal is 3 sets to build up to 10 seconds of an advanced tuck hold. Beginners, you want to do 3 sets of 3 seconds to start of a beginner tuck variation. So let me demonstrate the advanced or intermediate variation to start. Like I said, the goal is to get all 3 sets of 10 seconds. So we're going to demonstrate a 5-second hold, typically, which would be maybe an intermediate level, right? So remember, advanced tuck keeps the hips open. We want to start full dead hang, right? We don't want to have any bending in the arms. We want to work the movement pattern the most efficiently and effective way to translate over to that full front lever strength. So straight arms, we're going to come up and hanging tuck knees, almost like if you're doing knee raises. Tuck the knees up, and now we're going to pull this bar down until we're in a horizontal position to the floor. Hips are open, and we're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to come all the way back down to full lockout without bending the arms, keeping this whole arm completely straight, which is how it's supposed to be during a front lever. And all we're going to be doing now is from that front lever position, where the angle of the shoulder to the body is more closed. When you open up back to full dead hang, that elbow, that shoulder and that angle is going to open to 180 degrees. So the advanced or intermediate variation is going to be an advanced tuck where the hips are open. You always want your back to be parallel or horizontal to the floor. And intermediates, and beginners, like I said, you guys are going to start with just 3 sets of 3-second holds in a full tuck variation. And over time, as you get stronger, you guys can work on opening up the hips more and more. So beginner tuck is gonna look just like this. Completely tucked, knees close to the body, holding 1, 2, 3, and over time, you can work on opening the hips more and more, which is gonna increase the leverage and increase the difficulty of the exercise. So that was the third exercise in phase 1, upper body day. Remember, we're building all isometric strength and building our body weight awareness. So being able to hold horizontally in that front lever position is going to get your body more and more aware and used to where it's supposed to be in space for a full front lever. Alright guys, the fourth exercise of day 1, we're going to be going back to a push-based exercise. We started with handstand holds, then we hit 2 pulling posterior chain focused exercises. Now we're going to go back to more pushing and anterior based exercise. Now we're going to be going into a tuck planche variation. Most people think planches are only going to train the shoulders, when in reality they're actually going to put a lot of stress and tension on the upper chest as well. So if you're looking to build a stronger, bigger upper chest, planche or planche variation exercises are also going to have a great translation over to building that upper chest, right? As well as hitting a lot of front delts and making you extremely strong with your shoulder movements. So tuck planche hold is going to be the next exercise. And again, remember, we have beginner, intermediate, and advanced variations. Now the goal, which I can't even do myself yet as an advanced athlete in the advanced position, not that I think I can, I haven't tried it in a while, you want to be able to build up to 3 sets of 20-second holds at each variation, right? So remember, same thing as a front lever, it all depends on the intensity of the tuck. The closer your body is together, the closer your knees are to your chest, the easier the variation of the tuck. The more extended and far away your knees are from the body, the more you open the hips, the harder the variation is going to be. So again, I will demonstrate the harder variation first here, which is called an advanced tuck. And again, we want to be able to build up to 3 sets of 20-second holds of this variation. And again, if you're a beginner or intermediate, you want to start at an easier variation, which I'm going to get to next. So let's go for 3 sets. Let's go for this attempt of an advanced tuck for a 10-second hold. Now remember guys, dip support hold. You guys want to be protracted scapula. We don't want to have any retraction, especially when holding a planche, right? So dip support. Woo! You guys can see, maybe call 5-6 seconds there. One, I'm a little fatigued from my workout yesterday, and again, it's an extremely difficult move. A planche is an exercise I myself never mastered. I've trained for it, but never specifically trained for it throughout my fitness journey, right? Just touched on movement patterns that can help me get that general strength. And there were times when, just because I had such a base level of skills and body weight strength, that I was able to hold straddle planches for maybe 1 to 3 seconds, right? Never held the full planche, but I have been able to do straddle planche attempts and negatives in the past, right? So as you guys can see, I have my hips pretty open. My knees weren't as close to my body as they would be if you're a beginner. And like I said, I only hit maybe 5 to 6 seconds. So the goal for me would be able to build that up in that strength and that level to 3 sets of 20-second holds in that variation. Now let me demonstrate a closed or a beginner tuck planche variation, which will be a lot easier for most people. And again, start 3 sets of 3-second holds. Build up to 5-second holds, 10 seconds, 15, 20-second holds, right? Over time, again, remember, each phase is going to last 4 weeks. By week 4, you should have advanced from whatever level you're at up to the next level. Now, if you're a beginner, after 4 weeks, you would be almost at that intermediate level of these exercises. Granted, you're going to move into another phase, but that's the beauty of the whole program. If you're a beginner or intermediate, you could run it in full and you could increase the level and level up and run it all over again and continue to make progress, right? So, beginner tuck planche variation, more of a closed body position. Let's get it. And as you guys can see, I was able to get a nice 10-second hold there. Again, guys, same as the front lever, you always want to make sure the arms stay completely locked out. No bending in the arms for this movement. A planche is a straight arm movement, so we're going to train it the same way, right? So, 3 sets, 20-second hold, whatever variation you're at. That will have a big translation over to building up full planche strength, straddle planche strength, and again, it's going to put a ton of stress on the front delt and upper chest. So moving on from there, we got one more exercise on day one, upper body. Let's get to it. All right, guys, and the last exercise on day one, which is going to be our 5th exercise. Again, it's going to be another pushed focus exercise, and since a planche is going to train primarily shoulders and upper chest, we're going to continue now and finish off our chest with a dip pyramid. Again, this is going to be a little more dynamic effort work, as we are going to be hitting some repetitions, but the goal is the isometric hold in between each one of the clips that we're going to be aiming for. So pyramid style, talked about it many times in the past. It's going to, one, dramatically increase your overall strength of the exercise that you're doing, because you're going to be adding a lot of time under tension in between each repetition. Another benefit of holding or doing these pyramid routines is it's going to greatly increase your repetitions, right? So for instance, if we're doing 15 rep total set, but we're adding 30 to 35 seconds of isometric time during that overall set, basically that 15 reps is going to last a lot longer and harder than it would if you were just to do 15 reps straight. So you're making 15 reps a lot more challenging. So when it comes time to just rep out, 15 reps that you're doing this method is going to almost translate over to maybe doing 20, maybe 30 reps straight, because the time and the tension is going to be very similar. So like I said, we got beginner, intermediate, and advanced variations. Beginner, I'd say you guys should start with 6 repetitions, and this is a routine that we're going to be doing 2 times total throughout this day one, right? So everything else was 3 sets or 4 sets of an exercise. This is going to be 2 total sets, but this is going to be a very demanding set overall, depending on your level. So beginners, we're going to start with a simple routine, pyramid, accumulating total of 6 reps. We're going to go 3, 2, 1 rep scheme. So it's going to look like this. Remember, guys, volume of the reps are low if you're a beginner, but we're going to keep that time under tension relatively high. So 6 reps are going to look like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. We're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go down 1 more rep. We're going to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beginners, if you're a true beginner, the 6 reps are probably going to be a little challenging, especially adding in those 5 seconds of hold time. If you have to break, for instance, let's say you do 3, hold 5 seconds, 2, hold 5 seconds, then you go for 1, you fail. I want you to fail on that 1 rep, get right back up and repeat it right away with as little break as possible, down and back up. The stronger you get and the more time you can hold at locked out position, it's going to increase your overall dip strength, and it's going to increase the ability for you to rep out more reps when it comes time to that, right? So now, like I said, we got beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Intermediate, I recommend you guys aiming for about 6 to 7 reps down. 6 to 1 is 21 reps, 7 to 1 is 28 reps. Now the goal is a beginner. You guys want to be able to hit 3, 2, 1, and then the following week you guys want to go 4, 3, 2, 1, which is going to be 10 reps. Then you guys want to build up to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 15 reps. And by week 4, you should be able to complete 6 to 1, which would be 21 reps, which will have you on the borderline of hitting those intermediate level skills, or intermediate level sets for that matter. And now if you're an advanced, my goal, my recommendation is to be able to hit at least 9 to 1, building up to 10 to 1, up to 11 or 12 to 1. So 9 down to 1 is 45 repetitions. 9 reps, 5-second hold. 8 reps, 5-second hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You accumulate a total of 45 repetitions plus 45 seconds of isometric holds. So you're not only hitting the reps, 45 reps, but now you're adding 45 seconds of hold time, which in theory should be able to help you increase your reps from that 45 to 50 plus when hitting them in a clean set. And again, you guys can go up to 10 down, 55 reps, 11 down, 66 reps, 12 down would be 78 repetitions in 1 clip. Me personally, the best I've ever gotten on this with the 5 second of hold is 10 down, failing getting to that 11 down, right? I've done 14 down on push-ups, but remember, dips are gonna be a slightly harder exercise. So you're gonna end the routine on day 1 with this 5th exercise, which is gonna be a dip pyramid. By this time, you would have pretty much fried the entire upper body. And remember, the pyramid routine is to be done 2 times. You want to complete it the first time. The goal is on the first attempt to complete whatever set you're going for. Rest 5 to 8 minutes, and on set 2, it's just a bonus. If you don't complete it, that's fine. The goal is to complete it on the first attempt, and then each following week, working on increasing that pyramid number. Like I said, beginners, you can hit 3, 2, 1 on the first attempt on week 1, day 1. When you're back on week 2, day 1, you guys want to go 4 down, then 5 down. Same thing. Beginner, intermediates, you guys want to start 6 down, 21, 7 down, 28. 8 down is going to be 36, I believe. Yes, 36. And then when you get to that advanced level, you guys can start with 9 down, 10 down, 11 down, 12 down. So it's a whole 4-week plan for you guys to make progress week to week. Now this is just day 1, guys, and like I said, this is going to be a full 3-month program with progressive overload laid out into each exercise. 3 total phases, 4 weeks each phase. So this whole phase 1 is going to last a total of 4 weeks, and it's all going to be focusing on isometric strength and max body awareness. So this first day was an upper body routine. Tomorrow is going to be a lower body routine, and then the 3rd day would be a rest day. You're going to take 1 day off. You're going to go upper, lower, rest 1 day. Then you're going to go back to upper, lower. The second upper body is going to be day 2 upper body. And then the second lower body is going to be the day 2 lower body. So you're getting 2 separate upper body days and 2 separate lower body days throughout the whole week. Remember, it's a 4-day split. And you're going to be getting 3 full days of recovery, which is going to be important and critical to helping you guys make progress and those muscle gains over time. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this routine. Like I said, each phase has a different adaptation. Phase 2, just to let you guys know, is going to focus on max muscular hypertrophy, meaning we're going to be focusing on building the max amount of muscle possible, again, using only our body weight. No vest, no chain, no weight belts needed, nothing. All you need is a dip bar and a pull-up bar to do this entire 3-month program, right? And then phase 4, and then phase 3 is going to take us into maximum muscle endurance. We're going to be working on more of those advanced routines. You're going to see barbarian requirement style training, 5MD drills, things that are going to help you increase your overall work capacity, get your repetitions up, and again, it's going to be leading perfectly. Once you build this max strength in phase 1, and then you can build maximum muscle in phase 2, once you get to that endurance level, man, you're going to be a whole new athlete. So I really hope you guys check this program out. It's going to be released within the next week on my website, BarNaturalFitness.com. Check this video out. Try day 1 before you even buy the routine. I promise you guys are going to be feeling it. You guys are going to be feeling really good after the workout. And I'll try to give you a little demonstration of day 2 as well in the next video. And as you guys know myself, for the next 1 month, it's been about 2 months now, I've been on this strict strength building program with my coach, where my goal is solely focusing on weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, overhead pressing, squatting, and sometimes we're working on the muscle ups, right? So continuing into our last month of training now, I've made a lot of progress. I have my weighted dip competition on the 19th, so hopefully all this training that I've been doing is going to have a good carryover into my tournament, and I could, hopefully I can take home the W on this one. So like always, guys, I appreciate the support. Try the routine out. Like the video, it helps the algorithm. Share it with your friends and your family. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section. I always get back to you. You guys could also send me an email, barnaturalprez@gmail.com. Check out the website, barnaturalfitness.com. And like always, guys, I appreciate all the support. Peace out. Bar Naturals.
No sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.